Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone inside and outside of those categories. Welcome to the video exercise library for air squats. Great body weight only option for squats. I'm doing it at home in my basement, barefoot. Safe thing to do, there's no weight to drop on my feet. So let's show you the air squat. All right, here we go. Standing it up. Now, I just learned this cue for how to place your feet. I love it. So imagine you have muddy boots on and you're wanting to wipe the mud off on a mat. Where your feet land naturally from the boot wiping exercise is quite often a great position for a squat. Not always true, but it feels pretty good to me. You'll even notice my toes have naturally turned out just a bit. The degree to which your toes turn out is kind of unique to your long thigh bones, the femurs, and how they insert into your pelvis. So play around, find what feels good, but ideally they're going to be roughly hip to shoulder width apart. Again, do the boot wipe, see where they fall. And then from here, I'm going to make sure that I'm engaging my core so that my pelvis is tucked comfortably and I have a straight line from my ankles through my knees to my hips up to my shoulders. Everything is straight up and down. I'll turn around and do a side view and you'll see that more easily. So from here, I'm actually going to think about keeping my chest proud and tall, upright, eyes looking forward to the horizon, and then sitting it back. Now, I like to bring my arms forward as a counterbalance. I find if I try to keep my hands on my hip, there's this tendency to sort of tip forward, and now I'm tipping forward as opposed to sitting back. You almost want to imagine that you're trying to sit down onto a ball or a low bench or even a toilet seat is a way to think of this. And in fact, if you're working on building up the range of motion, by all means, put a small ball or bench behind you and practice sitting down onto that. Also notice that my knees are staying in line with my toes, which are pointed slightly outwards. So my knees are not collapsing in like this. I'm making sure that my knees are staying over the middle of my feet. So I'm barefoot, I can actually see my toes. If you had shoes on, you'd really have your knees tracking over where your shoelaces are. So I'm not coming super bow-legged. I'm just keeping those knees lined up with the feet. Okay, from the side, excuse me, boot wiping exercise. And I've got this nice straight line from my ankles to my knees to my hips up to my shoulders. Nice, strong, tall posture. So I'm avoiding this little, I don't know even what to call it, this booty pop. You see it a lot on Instagram. So no booty pop, you're gonna squeeze the core to pull that booty in, nice straight line. Knees are soft, meaning that they're not locked. So I'm not squeezing with my thighs and having a super straight knee joint. So just a very slight gentle bend in the knees. Chest is tall, looking ahead. So from here, dropping those hips down. Now this is going to depend on your hip and ankle mobility. Some people may find that they're able to drop so that their hips actually come below their knees. Some people will be parallel. Some people, this will be as far as feels good right now. All depends on your joints because we're using the ankle joint and the knee joint and the hip joint. It is a triple flexion, triple extension, triple joint movement, not just the lowly squat. So here we go, down and up. Down, if you want a little squeeze at the bottom, back up. That is your air squat. Have a fit day.